Let's talk for just a minute about what you should see in a lesson. If we look at lesson 1, for example, you'll see that there's an introduction, and that introduction usually tells you what the learning goals are for the lesson, and the learning goals tell you what's going to be on the test, or what you need to know to do assignments and papers that are graded. And then there's a reading and viewing section. So there'll be some reading assignment here. It'll either be your textbook, a section of your textbook that I'll specify and direct you to, or notes that I have made. So in this case, here are notes that I have made about that lesson. And then there's a discussion that'll be required. And for the discussion, you're going to need to post at least in order to get full credit, right? So you could post a question about the lesson after you've read it and looked it over. You could post a answer to someone else's question. Maybe other students have asked some questions about it. You could post an answer to what they've said. And thirdly, you could post, so you could talk back and forth with other students about the concepts in that lesson. And as long as your posts have some academic value, then they count. Now, if you just go on and say, hey, so-and-so, I really liked what you wrote. That was a good definition or whatever, and that's all you say, you won't get any academic points for that. Now, go ahead and do that because I encourage you to be nice, okay? But you won't get any credit just for saying, hey, I liked what you wrote. That's nice. That's not part, that is discussing, but you need to talk about the concepts in order to get credit. Okay, so do both of those things. Just have chit chat, but also talk about the individual concepts that we are studying. And so you're going to need at least 3 posts in there during the time that we're covering the lesson to get full credit. So really, it's really easy to get full credit. And it's in the online class, this is kind of the substitute for that discussion that we might have in the classroom, okay? And then finally, each lesson usually has a quiz or graded assignment. So it'll be a quiz for each lesson in this course. So there's an introduction, there's reading and viewing that's required, there's a required discussion, and there's a quiz. And that's something you'll find as the components of each lesson as you go through the course. You'll see that same kind of lineup over and over again.